Good morning students. Hope you all are good. Now today we are going to start the very new topic, linear programming. Linear programming is related with your 11th class chapter linear inequalities. Well, what do you mean by linear programming? It is a system to calculate the optimal value. To calculate optimal means maximum or minimum value. Maximum or minimum value with the condition that it satisfies the given constraints. Now what do you mean by constraints? Constraints are nothing, these are linear equations or inequations. So constraints are known as linear equations or linear inequations. What do you mean by linear equation? So in the class 10 you already read linear equation chapter. So linear equation is in the form of ax plus by plus c equals to 0, or you can write ax plus by plus c, or you can write d is equals to 0. So this is your linear equation. Why it is linear? Because x and y, there are two variables here, x and y, and both power is 1. And why it is called equation? Because it is equals to 0. Whenever variable's power is 1 and it is equals to 0, then it is called linear equations. Or linear equations always gives us a line. Just remember, equations gives us a line. Now another topic is linear inequations. Linear inequations are in the form of ax plus by plus c greater than 0, or ax plus by plus c less than 0. These are called linear inequations because x and y's power is 1. That is why it's called linear. But inequation, why it is called inequations? Because inequality sign is there. There is no equality sign. This is inequality sign. Greater than or less than inequality sign. And this gives us half planes. Why I am saying half planes? Because it can give either lines upward plane or lines downward plane. So it gives us half planes always. Now what do you mean by half planes? Half planes are of two types. One is half plane is of two types. One is open half plane, and another is closed half plane. One is open half plane, another is closed half plane. Open half plane is what it is. If we have inequations ax plus by plus c less than 0. If we have inequations, then we'll get open half plane. That means the point lying on plane but not lying on line, because we don't have equation. We don't have any equation, so the points are lying on plane only. Just like if you have open bracket is saying that 1 and 3 is not included, but the points lying in between 1 and 3 are included. So this is called open interval. Same in the case of open half plane. That means the point lying on plane but not lying on line. The points lying on plane only. Now closed half plane. Closed half plane is, of course, plane, inequality sign gives us a plane, but it is closed. So equality sign is also there. Or ax plus by plus c less than or equals to 0. So here the points, why it is closed, just like closed interval 1, 3. Here's the point lying in between 1 and 3, as well as 1 and 3 are also included in it. Same here, the points lying on plane and line. Here line is not included, that means the points not lying on line. Here's the point, either the points lying on plane and line, on plane and line. So because there is inequality plus equality sign, that means this is a combination of equation and inequation. So it gives closed half plane. Whenever pure inequality sign is there, it gives open half plane. So we need to do one question. This is a theoretical explanation. Now, in questions, it will be clear to you how can we form open half plane, how can we form closed half plane, and how can we draw a line as well as a plane. So, we'll do questions regardingly. But before doing the question, we need to learn one thing more. If you have, this is graphical chapter, that means you need to draw graphs in each and every question. Even in examination, you will give one graph for one question. So, you will get one graph for one question, sorry. Then, if we have xy plane and you have been given condition x is greater than 0. It is saying x is positive. So x-axis is positive and it lies between two quadrants. This is your first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. If x is positive, lying in first and fourth quadrant, means the graph you will draw, it will lie on first and fourth quadrant if y is greater than equals to 0. That means y is positive. So y is positive, here y is positive and it is enclosed with first and second quadrant. So lie on first and second quadrant. The figure will draw, the graph will lie on first and second quadrant. And if we'll get x greater than or equals to 0, y greater than or equals to 0. Or we can write x comma y both are greater than equals to 0. Both are the same thing. We can write separately x greater than or equals to 0, y greater than or equals to 0. Or we can write in combined form x comma y greater than or equals to 0. It is saying x is positive, y is positive. Here x is positive, y is positive. So it forms the first quadrant only. So the graph will lie on first quadrant only. Hope these conditions are clear to you. Whenever these conditions will come in question, it varies from question to question. Either x greater than or equals to 0 will come, or y greater than or equals to 0 will come, or both conditions can come in question, or it can be possible that there will be no condition like this. That means you are free to draw the graph in any of the quadrant. If these conditions are not given, that means you are free to draw the graph in any of the quadrants in which the graph is lying. So if these conditions are given, that you are restricted x greater than or equals to 0 giving you first and fourth quadrant, y greater than or equals to 0 giving you first and second quadrant. Both conditions if in combined form are coming, then it gives first quadrant only. So these are the conditions. Let's do one question. Maximize z is equals to 8x plus 9y. Z, or author can give us f. This is the function actually. Basically this is a function that constraints will satisfy this function to give the optimal values, that means maximum or minimum values. So the condition should satisfy this very function. So this is the given function subject to the constraints subject to constraints 2x plus 3y less than or equals to 6, 3x minus 2y less than or equals to 6, y less than or equals to 1, and again x comma y greater than or equals to 0. This is saying first quadrant. Now we need to calculate maximum value. Maxima is saying that we need to calculate maximum value. Now these constraints, these inequations should satisfy this function to obtain the maximum or minimum value. Now we need to change it into the equations. For the equations, 2x plus 3y equals to 6, 3x minus 2y equals to 6, and y equals to 1. These are the three equations. Now we'll find the points on these lines. If x is 0, then y is 2, then y is 0, then x is 3. Make sure these points should be different. We need minimum 2 points to form a line. You can calculate even more than 2 points. So 2 points minimum are the requirement. Now if x is 0, then y is minus 3. If y is 0, then x is 2. And the third equation is y is equals to 1. Here there is no x. So we have only y is equals to 1. These are the three equations. Now we have to substitute one point. Now the condition is the point should lie on plane, not on line. That means if I am taking 0, 0. Here 0, 0 is not lying on point, not lying on line. That means you have to take that very point which is not lying on that line. Take any point. Take any point not lying on line. So 0, 0. If we are substituting 0, 0 here, 0 plus 0 is equals to 6. Not possible. So that means 0, 0 is not lying on line. So I can take 0, 0 point here. Put 0, 0 in inequality. 2x plus 3y less than or equals to 6. So you have to substitute the point in inequation only, not in equation. That means you have to substitute in linear inequation. So take that point which is not lying on line. So 0 plus 0 is less than or equals to 6. 0 is less than 6. There are two conditions, either less than or equals to. At one time only one condition can satisfy. So 0 is less than 6. Yes, it is true. 0 is not equals to 6. We know here one condition is not true. 0 is equals to 6. But one condition is true. 0 is less than 6. So this is true condition. We can get two conditions. Either it can be true or it can be false. If condition is true, it means the graph will draw towards this point. The graph or the shading will towards this point. Or if false is there, it means shading is away from this point. The point can vary. The point you can take on your own, but condition is that should not lie on line. So if true condition is there, it means towards the point. If false is there, then away from the point. Now let's take another point for this line. Again, the easiest point is 0, 0, or you can take 1, 0 even. If you are taking 1, 0, let's take 1, 0. Second other point. If you are taking 1, 3 ones are 1, minus 2 zeros are 0. So 3 minus 0 is equals to 6. Not true. So that means 1, 0 is not lying on line. You can take 0, 0 as well, because 0, 0 is also not lying on this line. So you can take any of the points. So I'm just taking another point so that you feel comfortable with the point. That we don't have to take 0, 0 always, because whenever 0, 0 is lying on the line, then uh, it's a wrong statement. Then 0 0 can never always be substituted in the equation. So I'm taking another point so that you feel comfortable. Put 1 0. This is not lying on the line. 1 0 in inequation, respective inequation or corresponding inequation. Whenever we'll substitute 3, whenever we'll substitute 0, it becomes 0 less than or equals to 6. 3 is equals to 6, not possible, but 3 is less than 6. Yes, the condition is true. So shading will towards this point, towards 1 0. And y is equals to 1. If we'll take 0 0 in inequality, y is greater than less than or equals to 1. So x is not there, y is 0. So this is true condition because 0 is less than 1. So all three conditions are true here. Now we'll draw graph. I'm writing third equation here. Y is equals to 1. Put 0 0 in y greater than or equals less than or equals to 1, and 0 is less than or equals to 1 is true condition. Now we have xy plane. We need to draw the points. So first point is 0 2. First of all, we have to draw the graph. Or you can take the width of the point according to your choice. Even this is O point, origin. 1 2 1 2 3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. The very first point is 0 2. That means x is 0 and y is 2. This is your 0 2 point. Another is 3 0. This is your 3 0 point. We'll form one line. This line is 2x plus 3y equals to 6. Beta ji, this is a line. So equality sign is there. This is a line. So equality sign, it should be an equation only. So it is equals to 6. So we have substituted 0 0. 0 0 is here. So condition is true. Condition is true. True condition is saying that shading will towards origin, towards 0 0. This side shading will be towards 0 0. Another is 0 minus 3. This is your 0 minus 3. Another is 2 0. This is the line, and line's equation is 3x minus 2y equals to 6. And we have taken 1 0. Where is 1 0? This is your 1 0 point. 1 0 point, and condition is true. That means shading towards this point. Shading towards this point. Now another equation is y is equals to 1. So y is equals to 1. Whenever a single equation is there, that means if x is equals to 1 or y is equals to 1 or x is equals to minus 1, then it will always be, whenever x is equals to 1, it is always a vertical line. If x value is given, that it gives a vertical straight line, and if y is equals to something is given to us, then it gives horizontal line. So y is equals to 1, it gives horizontal line. Now this is y is equals to 1, and we have taken 0 0. 0 0 is this point, and condition is true. That means towards origin. So shading is towards this side. Now we need to find feasible region. Feasible region is a common region of all three inequations. So all three planes. Now this is the this is the common visible region. This is common visible region because all three shadings will merge here, and this is called visible region. Now we have and first quadrant. We had given first quadrant and shading is in first quadrant only. It should be in our mind that shading should be in first quadrant. So it is already in first quadrant, so we are right here. Now we need to calculate maximum value because maxima is this function. So we need to calculate maximum value with using the constraints which satisfies this function. So visible region, just name the visible region. A, B, C, D, E. I am taking, this is the rough figure that I am drawing separately just so that you can understand this question well. A, B, C, D, E. E point is origin, 0, 0. What is D point? D point is 2, 0. C point we don't know till. A point is 1, 0. Now we don't know about B and C point. We need to calculate B and C first. So to find point B, here to find point C, we need to calculate both points. B is the intersection point of 2x plus 3y is equals to 6 and y is equals to 1. B is the intersection point of this line 2x plus 3y equals to 6 and y is equals to 1. So y is equals to 1, we need to substitute in the equation, then we'll get 3 by 2. So the point is 3 by 2 comma 1. This is the point. Now we have to find point C. This is your C point. C is the intersection of this line and this line. That means two lines. First is 3x minus 2y equals to 6 and another line is 2x plus 3y equals to 6. We can find x and y by using any of the criteria, either substitution or elimination method. Whatever you want to apply, you can to find x and y. I am using elimination method here. It is 6x minus 4y 12. 6x plus 9y is equals to 18. This is your 6 and we'll get y is equals to 6 by 13, and if y is equals to 6 by 13 then x is 3x minus 12 upon 13 is equals to 6. After taking LCM, now 90 by 13. Now we have all the points. B is 3 by 2, comma 1 and C is 90 by 13, comma 6 by 13. Now we have all the points. Now it is 30 by 13. Okay, we are mistaken here. Here it is 3x. So we need to cut it out. 30 by 13. So it is not 90 by 13, it is 30 by 13. 30 by 13 comma 6 by 13. Now we have all the points. Now what we'll do, the function which is given to us, here we'll form one table points and we'll write the function which is given to us. Z is equals to 8x plus 9y. The first point is 0 0, another is 1 0, then 3 by 2 comma 1, 30 by 13 comma 6 by 13 and the last point is, here I am writing, it is 2 comma 0. So I have written all the points. We need to find the table. So we have to substitute 2 0 in the function. So whenever we are substituting 2 into 0, so z's value is 8 2s are 16. So here z is 0, here z is 8 1s are 8, and here z is 8 into 3 by 2 plus 9. 12 plus 9 is 21, and here z is 8 into 30 by 13 plus 9 into 6 by 13, and I have calculated the value and it is 294 by 13. Now we have all the values. Now we need maximum value. So the maximum value here it is 21. Or whenever we'll divide it, 294 divided by 13. 294 divided by 13. 13 2s are 26. 13 2s are 26, something sort of. So okay, here not 21 is the largest value. Here's 294 by 13 is the maximum value because its answer is 22 point something. So this is the maximum value, and maximum point is 30 by 13 and 6 by 13. You need to write maximum value 294 by 13. Our maximum point 30 by 13 comma 6 by 13. Hope this question is clear to you. We'll do some other questions in another videos. Till then, stay home and be happy.